Hey there, I'm Brittany Schroeder, and business and marketing are my jam. I'm here to walk you step by step through this crazy thing we call business. I'm a small town girl, chocolate eating, Diet Coke drinking mom, marketing guru, automation Jedi, and all around good time. This is your weekly dose of all things business and life, sprinkled with some fun. This is the Redefine Business Podcast. Welcome to another episode of Redefine Business Podcast. I recently posted a post on Instagram and I was talking about my tech stack. And I got a lot of people interested in what does my tech stack look like? What are all of the things in my tech stack? And I did a podcast a little while ago and talked about breaking down my tech stack, but I want to break it down even further. And I'm going to talk about just different parts and different programs in detail in my tech stack. Oh, that was a tongue twister. So I'm going to break down, this is one of my favorite, I will say, software programs that I use, and it's fairly affordable. So today I'm going to be talking about Acuity scheduling app. And I think it's been taken over by Squarespace, or maybe it's always been Squarespace, but it's the one that I use. Now, there's a couple scheduling apps that I have worked with clients, Acuity and Calendly. I use Acuity. It's just because that's the one that I've started with. I think they both have a lot of similar features, but I'm going to break down Acuity for you. So let's dive in. So we know that time is our most valuable resource as a business owner, and you can't really make more of it, right? So no amount of hustle can change the fact that there's only 24 hours in the day. And that's where smart systems come in, and scheduling apps like Acuity or Calendly, they can completely transform how you operate. So let's talk about how this simple tool becomes a game changer for streamlining client bookings, reducing no-shows, and just creating that professional experience from the very first interaction. So whether you're a coach, a photographer, a consultant, any sort of creative, a service provider, Acuity isn't just a calendar. It's going to be your new best friend, I promise. I recently started working, before I dive into breaking down Acuity, I recently started working with a client that is a health coach. And she was just so overwhelmed with her scheduling because it was just this back and forth, texting and emailing, trying to find a date that works for both her and her client. And then she'd find a date after a while, and then it wouldn't work for them because there would be like a time lapse and things would come up. And she was just spending so much time scheduling and going back and forth. This was the very first implementation that I made when we started working one-on-one. So let's talk about Acuity and what it is. So Acuity is a scheduling app, and it's an online appointment scheduling tool. And it lets clients book appointments directly into your calendar without that back and forth emails and the calendar ping pong. It's like having a virtual assistant who never sleeps and always gets the time zones right. And this is important, especially if you are an online service provider. The time zone thing can be very, very, very tricky. So with Acuity, you set your availability, you set your services, you can set your pricing and preferences, and it does the rest. Clients choose their time, then they get reminders. You can also take payment if you have that plan, and even fill out intake forms. And this is all before your meeting even starts. So why is a scheduling app so crucial in your business? So if you're scheduling appointments manually, you're burning time that could be spent making money or serving your clients or just breathing between your Zoom calls and all the things that you're doing. So here's what a scheduling tool like Acuity actually gives you. The first one is time freedom. You no longer have to monitor your inbox like a hawk. Once you set your availability, Acuity will do the rest. It does it all for you, so you have more time. The next thing is professionalism. Automated scheduling makes you look legit, and it's a seamless experience for your clients and this huge credibility boost, right? First impressions matter, and sending someone your custom booking link, it says, I run a tight ship and I am legit, and it really makes you look professional and levels up your brand. The next one is fewer no-shows. Acuity sends automated emails and text reminders, which drastically reduces forgotten appointments and no-shows. You can set up your reminders however you want. I, for example, set up a reminder that goes to myself and my client or potential client. It goes to them a day before, 24 hours before, and an hour before. And I rarely have no shows. It's awesome because we're getting these reminders, and it can also sync to their calendars as well. So it really is like it's foolproof. Really works so well. The next thing is streamlined workflows. You can collect payments, you can set buffer times, you can ask intake questions, and you can sync to other business tools. Everything flows and you just stay out of the weeds because it just flows so nicely. And then the last one that I think is so important is communication. As your business grows, Acuity grows with you, and it allows you to communicate without actually doing the work and the back and forth. You can create these automated emails and reminders and follow-ups. It does everything for you. You can even educate your clients. If, say, for example, maybe you are a photographer or you're a health coach and somebody has an appointment, you can say, hey, remember to do X, Y, and Z. You can customize the reminders so that it fits all your needs, and you just have great communication with your clients. So here's some of the top features of Acuity scheduling, and it'll make you wonder how you lived without it. It's kind of funny because even now I will have friends who, hey, can you help me with something or whatever? I'm like, okay, don't think I'm totally like a dork, but I'm going to send you my scheduling link because I am so dependent on this actual software program because it just makes my life so much easier. And I can just look at my calendar, everything's in there. So here's some of the top features. So let's break them down. So these are the things that make your business more efficient, your brand more elevated, and your life more organized. Remember, my favorite saying is minutes add up to hours. And when you are wasting minutes, it adds up to hours, and you need those as a business owner. So, okay, the first thing is the automated reminders. So Acuity sends automated confirmation emails and reminders via email, or you can use text or SMS. You can customize these messages to add your branding. You can put links or any other pre-appointment prep details in there. I kind of mentioned that a second ago. And this reduces your no-shows and ensures clients are prepared. Okay, the next one is integrated payments. Now, I use something else for payments, but I set up a lot of clients with the payment, receiving payment with Acuity. So you can collect payments at the time of booking through PayPal, Stripe, or Square. You can integrate them. And if you want to charge for consultations or you require a deposit or offer a discount code, it's all built into this program. So you can do all of those things. The next one is custom intake forms. Do you need to gather client details before a session? Well, intake forms can be required during a booking. So say goodbye to that friend. Can you send me your logo before the call? Or can you send me your headshot or whatever? You can build in intake forms that will automatically be sent out. And I'm going to break down a process that I use with my podcasting using Acuity. I'm so proud of it. I think it's like genius, and it has saved me so much time. So we're going to talk about that soon. Okay. The next thing is time zone intelligence. Acuity handles time zone conversions, so you don't have to. Whether your client is in New York or New Zealand, it shows them your availability in their time zone. So you don't have to do the mental math, and you're not confused. And this is a big one because, we're constantly working in different time zones, especially for online. And it can be a little bit overwhelming if we're trying to figure it out in our head, right? And, it causes confusion. Okay, the next one is calendar syncing. So it syncs with Google Calendar, iCloud, Outlook, and Office 365. So everything stays up to date and you won't double book even if you have multiple calendars running. So I love this because I will set my availability in Acuity. Hey, these are the times and the days that I take these specific calls. But then I've synced it to my iCalendar. And so I will go in, say my daughter has a doctor's appointment. I will block out that time and it blocks it out for my people who are trying to make an appointment with me too. So I don't have to log into Acuity ever. I do everything straight from my phone because it's already synced. And I love that. That's awesome. Okay, the next one. Now, I don't use this feature, but I've set this up for clients, but multi-staff or calendars. So if you're running a team, Acuity lets you set up individual availability for multiple team members under one account. And this is great for agencies or studios or any sort of coaching collectives. Okay, the next one is packages, subscriptions, and memberships. So if you want to offer a 5-session coaching package or a monthly membership, Acuity allows clients to purchase packages and then book their sessions from what they've already paid for. So this is great. This is reoccurring revenue. This is awesome, right? Because it does it for you. Again, this saves you time because you're not chasing money. You're not having to invoice. It does it for you. Okay, here is another feature, group events and classes. So Acuity isn't just for one-on-ones. You can host workshops, webinars, or fitness classes, and it allows multiple people to register for the same time slot. And this is perfect for scaling your business. Integrations galore. There are so many integrations you can do. There is a page or a section in the software that says integrate, and you can integrate a ton of different programs. So it integrates nice with Zoom, with Google Meetup. It doesn't have all of the email marketing stuff, but it has MailChimp on there. I use Flowdesk, you guys know, but QuickBooks, Zapier, and more. So whether you're triggering email workflows, accounting, or CRM tagging, your systems are doing all that behind the scenes because it integrates really well. So what does it look like in action? So I'm going to talk about kind of how I have mine set up. I'm a business coach, right? And I offer discovery calls. I have one-on-one strategy sessions. I have a podcast. I have a bunch of different things. So I've gone into my Acuity and I've set up these different appointment types on different days, different, like availability, right? But I want to talk about how I set up my podcasting because I think it's really a great system that I have set up. So I've created a link for my podcasting, and I do it on specific days and specific times. So I will send that link to a potential guest. And what I've done is I've created a template. So instead of just the default confirmation, it sends an email, and I've customized the email, and it's, it says something like, "Oh, I'm so excited to have you as a guest, blah, blah, blah." And then it just talks about, before we get started, can you please fill out this intake form? So it sends them an intake form, and I've actually integrated, I don't use Acuity's forms. I use Typeform just because I like the looks of them, and I've been using them for years, and I already am using them. So that's why. But it sends them to an intake form. They fill out, it will say like their name, their email, their bio. I ask for a headshot, links to their socials, and anything else that they want. So that is automatically sent to them right after they have scheduled. So they fill that form out, and then I've integrated that form, and it puts everything into an Airtable, my Airtable for me. So I have everything in there. Then it sets it up. So I think it's 24 hours before the podcast, it sends them another email. It just says, "Hey, we're getting ready to record. Here is a checklist of things, how to set up so your audio sounds good." And then I also send them up, "Hey, if you haven't filled out that intake form, make sure that you do so." So I'm sending another reminder. I rarely have to email people and ask them for their bios and their headshots and all that information. I don't have to chase that down because I have this automation set up. And it is so nice that I am not, "Hey, can I get your headshot? Hey, can I get your headshot? Can I get your bio? Can I get your links?" Whatever. So this is so nice. Then they get another email, and that email is an hour before. And it's just a reminder. "I'm excited to chat with you, blah, blah, blah." So once that is done, I record my podcast with them. And then I set it so a day after, so 24 hours after, they get a follow-up email. And it just says, "Thank you for being a guest. I'll tag you on socials when it goes live. If there's anything else you want me to add to it, please make sure to email email that over. So it just saves me so much time because there's not this back and forth. I get all their information and I've done that. And you can do that with different like services in your business. My health coach, kind of something similar where we set up is they have to go and get measured or something for she's a personal trainer and they have to go to a place to get their whatever, get their body composition measured or whatever, and they can't eat before. So then we have set up, so it's reminders, make sure you do this, blah, blah, blah. So there's so many different things that you can do in there. Think about the emails that you are sending over and over to help prepare your clients for your service. And you can add those in there as automations, and it's time sensitive. So basically it's like, hey, this is an hour before or 24 hours before. So it is linked to wherever time their appointment is. And I love that. And I think that's so great. But there are just so many things that you can do in this scheduling app that saves you time. So how do you know if Acuity is right for you? Let's be honest. There's a lot of scheduling tools out there. There's Calendly, there's Dubsado, Honeybook. They all have different bells and whistles and quirks, but Acuity is my favorite. It's priced so well. I can't remember the exact pricing. I want to say it's under $20, $15 to $19. I cannot remember, but it's great. And it's such a huge time saver and it's easy to use. You can customize it. It's affordable and it's just a great program and it's super user friendly. So if you are looking for a scheduling system that scales with you and doesn't require a tech degree to set it up, Acuity it's safe and it's a really great program and I really love using it. So don't wait to automate this part in your business. Every time you manually schedule a call or you send a reminder or you chase a payment, you're spending time on something that could be automated. Acuity isn't just a tool, it's a business asset. It helps you to reclaim your time and show up like a pro and give your clients that VIP experience from the first click. If you're serious about growing your business, stop managing your scheduling and let Acuity do that work for you. Let them take the wheel. So that is my spill on Acuity. I love it. I hope that I have sold you on it. If you need help in your business setting this up, please reach out to me. Send me a message. I'm happy to help you. Also remember that I go over all of this stuff, all these systems in my business membership, The Meeting Place. And for a limited time, it is only $50 a month to join. But you have to use the code SUMMER at checkout. And I will help you set this up in your business and help you create these workflows. And it is easy peasy lemon squeezy. So there you go. There is Acuity. I'm going to be breaking down some of my other programs that I use in my tech stack. I hope you found this helpful and I will see you all next time. Let's not stop the party here. Head on over to my Instagram or Facebook group, Redefine Your Business, and let me know your thoughts about today's show. I will see you again, same time, same place, next week.